Welcome to another episode of Spirit Guide Addendums, where we classify spirits you're not going to find in Tobin's Spirit Guide. I'm your host, Dr. Jonathan Wills. It's a well-known fact that ghosts often visit us in our dreams, but it's not always our deceased loved ones that enter our subconscious. Sometimes, they're malevolent ghosts that look to twist our dreams into nightmares, like a bitter, ugly, grotesque, unspeakable evil like my mother-in-law.
Freddy Krueger. He's best known as a serial killer who kills in your dreams. But where does he stand up on our patented spectral classification system? Let's find out.
Freddy Krueger exists in two different realms, the real world and the dream world, and has distinctly different abilities depending on which realm he manifests in. But let's focus first on the traits that he exhibits in both realms. He has a default human form, he has a distinct personality, and he has a powerful and dangerous means of defense. So far, this would indicate a Class 3. But as we all know, a Class 3 is anonymous hunt, and the former identity hasn't been established. But in Freddy's case, it's not only that his identity has been established, it's the source of his power. His direct connection to his previous identity as the infamous Springwood Slasher is what keeps him on people's minds and in their subconscious, one that he later exploits in the dream realm. Since Freddy is haunting with an infamous identity, that makes him a Class 4. However, Freddy is not your typical Class 4, as he has the power to control the dream realm, a power normally associated with Class 7 metaspecters, more commonly known as demons, but sometimes these demons bestow their powers on lesser spirits. In this case, Freddy's heinous act caught the attention of 3 Class 7 entities known as the Dream Demons. Dream Demons are actually former Sandmen who have been corrupted over time to feed off of the negative emotions produced by people's nightmares. After Freddy's death, these Dream Demons offered him the ability to pierce the veil and the boundaries of the dream world so that he could continue to sow chaos and fear. This elevates Freddy to a Class 7 boogeyman. This gives Freddy unique abilities that he exhibits in the dream realm. He's corporeal, meaning that he's got a tangible physical form. He has teleportation. He's not inhibited by the laws of physics for motion. He's free roaming, and that means that he's not bound to any specific location. He's also a possessor, so he has the ability to possess other objects as well as people. He's a shapeshifter, so he can change his shape at will, as well as the shapes of others and objects in the dream realm. And he has attribute adoption. This is a really unique case for him because he gathers the skills and attributes of the absorbed souls that he's killed. But Freddy can also exist in the real world. He's significantly less powerful, but he's still dangerous. His traits here would include being non-corporeal, unless he's pulled into the real world by physical contact while awakening. Psychosomatic telekinesis, using the victim's own mind to cause physical harm on themselves via telekinesis powered by his energy. Thankfully, Freddy was busted in the early 90s by the original Ghostbusters, when Egon set up a scientific sleep study to trick Freddy into invading Venkman's dreams. But Freddy saw some shit he was not mentally equipped to deal with, distracting him long enough for Venkman to pull him out into the real world, where he was quickly trapped and contained. So, in summary, Freddy Krueger is an elevated Class 4 exhibiting the traits of a Class 7 boogeyman, such as corporeal, free roaming, teleportation, shape-shifting, possessing, and attribute adoption. And that wraps up this episode of Spirit Guide Addendums. If you've accidentally summoned an elevated Class 4 Dreamwalker, who are you going to call? Ghostbusters Northwest, serving the Pacific Northwest's supernatural elimination needs.